Good afternoon and welcome to this introduction on Photoshop. Let's get started. So to open a new document, we're going to go to File and New. You can put anything in here, so we'll just go Basics for the name, and the document type I like to save it for is for the web, and automatically it's defaulted. We're going to click OK. Alright, so the first thing here on the left hand side, we've got our toolbar. There's a number of things we can do here. This top icon is the selection tool, so it's always good practice, if you're not doing anything with your objects, just to left click that, and so that everything then is unselected. The second option down is a rectangle or shape tool, so if you want to right click that, it gives you more options. Okay, you got a rectangular tool, circle tool, etc. Over on the right hand side here, you'll see layers, and automatically the first layer goes on. Okay, so every time you have a new object or a new shape or a new picture, you should create a layer for it, so that here you can click the eye symbol to turn on or turn off. You can double left click where it says layer 1 and rename this. Okay, so you could go shape 1 for the first one, and you can also right click it and you can put it a certain color. So we can put it to green. So the first thing we're going to do is this is already selected, a rectangle. So we're just going to left click and draw this on. Okay, this is an imaginary. Alright, so it's not going to do anything unless you fill it with a color. So we can fill it using this little paint bucket. Okay, and down here is our colors. Okay, so black here is on the top, so that means it's going to be the first color that's going to go on it. If you want to change it to the bottom color, you simply click the little arrow symbol. Okay, but I want black, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to left click my paint can and left click the shape, and it fills that selection. To unselect it, you can either go to select and deselect, or you can go Control and D on your keyboard for Windows. So I click my selection tool once I'm happy with that, so I can move it around. Okay, so it's really good practice to always click the selection tool so that you can move that object around. I want to create another object, so I'm going to come over here and create a new layer. I'm going to create a circle this time, so I'm going to right click on more options and select the second option. Again, I'm going to click here where my colors are and change the color by left clicking. I'm going to go for a more pinky color and click OK. I click my paint bucket, left click the circle and go Control and D to unselect. And again, that's gone onto my new layer and I can move that round. If I don't want to see that anymore, I simply click the eye symbol on and off. Now there's a number of other tools here that we will look at. This one here, if you right click it, there's the magic wand that takes out white backgrounds. Okay, if you want to take out particular things, the quick selection tool then is more useful. Okay, we've got the crop tool for cropping pictures. We've got the dipper tool, which is really lovely. If you've got a picture or you've seen a website and you like the colors on it, you can take the color off that website and use it on your own objects. So it's very good for logo design. If you see a color on another website or you want to use a color for a particular logo, you can use that dipper tool by clicking on the object and then selecting that color for your own objects. Okay, you got the rubber tool here, the paint can, the blur tool, etc. The type tool, which allows you to type text, magnifier tool. So there's a number of tools there that are going to be quite useful. As well as that, so if I want to get back to move my object, I'm going to click the selection tool again. If I want to click this object here, you can either left click back here, or you can right click on the object and select which one it is. So I've called the first one shape 1, and then maybe I'll call the second one shape 2. Okay, and give it a color of yellow. So I'm going to go back to this one, right click and go shape 1 because I want to work with this one. And if I want to do anything with editing the size of it, edit and transform, and this lets you scale it, rotate it, flip it, either horizontally or vertically, etc. So you can scale it there very easily up and down. Once you're happy with it, you can either click enter on your keyboard or you can click back the selection tool and click OK. So that tool there, edit and transform, is really useful. So that's a quick lesson on getting started with Microsoft Photoshop.